All right, what's going on, everybody? I believe we are currently live. Hopefully, all you guys can see me. What is up? What is up? Let's go ahead and give some shout outs up in the chat. We got Josh Burns in the building. What's up, man? JagFan85, TJ Johnson, Junior Jags Press, King David, Alex Beach, D2, Wolf Moon, Blake, Duval Till I Die. Charlie Boy's in the building throwing his Duval emojis. I love it. Gets me pumped to see that kind of stuff. What's up, Chef Gumby, Jake, Odin? What's up, everybody? I know it's been too long since I've gone on here and really made a video or a live stream. I've been a little bit busy. I came down with something weird this weekend. Wasn't COVID or anything. Some kind of weird illness. I don't know exactly what it was, but here we are. We're back. It's been a little bit slow moving, I feel like. Some of the Jaguar news lately, a little bit slower than I would like. Obviously, it started off with pretty much a boom, really being able to go out there and get Urban Meyer and stuff like that. But, it's been a little bit slow. Washington State Jags fan, what's up? What's up, Jaguars? Ken Knowledge. Oh, he's got the Trevor Lawrence emoji in here. I love it, man. I love it. But yeah, like I said, Jaguars news been moving kind of slow. We've done some hiring. Obviously, the big one was last week. The Jaguars were able to hire an offensive and defense coordinator. So today, I kind of want to go over all the different coaching hires currently. I want to kind of touch on the Deshaun Watson stuff because obviously that's pretty big. The Deshaun Watson news that he officially wants out. And also, I'm going to do a call-in show. We're going to take calls in probably about 20, 30 minutes. So I want to kind of get some stuff off my chest first. And then, boom, we can do this. F in the chat for Keenan. Yeah, Keenan is gone, so we'll go over that. But, yeah, last week I obviously talked about it, man. Darrell Bevel hired as offense coordinator. I like the hire. I think he brings a lot of NFL experience and some good experience. I think he's been pretty successful. He was the interim head coach over there. Then now he was apparently very sought after amongst the coaching market. But, Jaguars bring him in here. He will be the play caller for the Jaguars. So that'll be good. Next up, Joe Coleman. Never been an NFL defense coordinator before. That's the difference between him and Darrell Bevel. Darrell Bevel has been Darrell Bevel's been an offense coordinator for many, many years. This is really this is Joe Coleman's first shot at being a defensive coordinator. So we'll kind of see how he does, man. We'll see how he does. Apparently, he's very, very he's a hot name. A lot of good things to say about him. So we'll see. And then one guy I didn't talk about, Brian Schneider, is now the special teams coordinator. So that's interesting. So he's got some experience over there for Seattle. Obviously, Joe DeCamillis is pretty surprising that they let him go. He was he did pretty well, I think, for the Jaguars, and he's very well respected. But now they got him in there, and I know Urban Meyer is a guy that really, really knows the importance of special teams. He basically said that, look, like, you can tell how great a team is by how disciplined they are in special teams, because that means that they really show a lot of attention to detail and they don't let a lot of things kind of, slip by, I guess not important things. So those are a couple things that went on. A few other coaching hires that seem to be pretty final. Sanjay Lal, I believe his name is. He's a wide receivers coach. He was brought in from the Dallas Cowboys. Now he's a Jaguars wide receivers coach. And, it's not that he's a bad coach. A lot of people don't like it for the sole fact that Keenan McCardell is no longer here. Jaguar, he's definitely a fan favorite for the Jaguars. A lot of Jaguar fans really liked him, but, he's no longer here. He's moving on to the Minnesota Vikings, so he's going to be out there coaching Justin Jefferson, coaching Adam Thielen, and some other guys. So that's definitely some big news. I definitely hope the best for him. Some other guys, Charlie Strong, obviously that's old news. Assistant coach / linebackers coach. Although I don't know if he's the linebackers coach. because it looks like Zach Orr, he was a coach of the Ravens, and I believe is a former player for the Ravens too. He's going to be interviewing, I think, tomorrow for the linebackers coach. So that's one guy out there. So we'll continue to monitor that. Chris Ash, a college guy, he's now the defensive backs coach. Anthony Schlegel, we've obviously mentioned him. He's a strength and conditioning coach. He was kind of hired last week. And George Warhop, a familiar name, he has been retained for the Jaguars at offensive line coach. So we're staying consistent in some matters. But Donald Johnson, fact, next 10 are going to make up for the last 10. Watson sucks. So, yeah, we'll go in. Karen's talking about Deshaun Watson. We'll get into Deshaun Watson, man. It was news that we were definitely expecting to hear. We were kind of teased with it over the last couple weeks, but it is official now. Deshaun Watson has put, his trade request in. He wants to get out, and it will be interesting to see where he goes, obviously, because, very, very sought after guy. It's very rare a quarterback who's 25 years old is out on the market. First of all, shame on the Texans for letting this happen, man. You have a franchise quarterback and you're not able to retain him. He wants to move on, man. Like, oh my gosh, that will just, as painful as it is sometimes for Jaguar fans to watch Jalen Ramsey go out there and do work. Imagine if you had to watch Deshaun Watson for the next decade plus go out there and do work. Charlie Boy says, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hell yeah. Guys, drop the like button, subscribe, man. Hit me up. Let's get this stream to 100 likes. That'll be great. But yeah, shame on them. Like I can't imagine a lot of Texans fans right now. They're basically saying, I'm not a Texans fan. I am now a Deshaun Watson's fan. I am a free agent. I am going to be a fan of whatever team Deshaun Watson goes to. I know that's kind of what Saw Sports, some Texans YouTubers are doing. Third Coast Sports, what he's doing, and yeah, and also even Brett Coleman, the famous Brett Coleman on Twitter or on Instagram, he's going there too. Jake Thomas says, "Oh yeah, UCF, I got into the Flick football chat. Hell yeah! If you guys haven't already, man, go in there. I know everybody in it just loves it. It seems like it's a great place for Jaguars talk. It's pretty awesome. So, Philip says the national media would rather see Watson and Jayville than Trevor Lawrence. It's pretty ridiculous. They just cannot stand the fact that he's going to be a Jag. I know, and it's pretty funny because it's funny because after Matthew Stafford, they're apparently going to move on from Matthew Stafford. All these people were like, he apparently didn't want to stay with the Lions because they didn't retain Darrell Bevell. Could that mean that, hey, Darrell Bevell, he's over for the Jaguars? Does that mean that maybe the Jaguars aren't play for Matt Stafford? It's like, guys, shut up. Like, it's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. Like, he is staying. Like, the Jaguars are getting Lawrence. Like, it's a pretty dumb conversation if you're going to say anything else. And even like Brett Favre. Brett Favre, I don't know what's going on lately. I guess this always happens, but, Brett Favre put out a stupid quote today, and I posted it on Instagram. If you guys aren't already, man, follow me on Instagram. I posted today. Here's a quote from Brett Favre. I don't know if quarterback is Jacksonville's immediate need. I would take Devontae Smith. Nothing against Trevor Lawrence, but I think you can find a free agent guy or a guy in the later rounds of the draft. Hold on one second. What kind of take is that? A quarterback in the later rounds of the draft? That is just such a horrible take. The Jaguars don't ever have a franchise quarterback. We've been waiting for it for so long, and we're gonna pass that up to get a wide receiver? And what do you mean? What do you mean later rounds of the draft? We're gonna get Mac Jones. We're gonna try him out. We're gonna. It's like, come on, man. Like, that is just that is such a ridiculous quote, man. Tequila Mockingbird says he wants Minshew to start. Mississippi boys. Hey, maybe that was it, but that is just, especially coming from a quarterback. What a stupid quote, man. like you can get a guy in the later rounds of the draft. Or like I can accept if you're going to say defensive back, defensive lineman, wide receiver. Yeah, maybe you can get those later in the later rounds. But come on, man, it's quarterback. We need a quarterback so bad. That was a stupid thing. And obviously last week, like Randy Moss goes, like they're talking about Urban Meyer to Jacksonville. What do you guys all think of it? We're going to start off with Randy Moss. Jacksonville, he's over there in Duval County. It's not a good place to be, man, with all the social justice going on and with all the COVID. It's just not a good place for him to be in, and Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. It's just I don't think it's going to be a good fit for him. It's like, what? It's like, first of all, obviously one thing that we learned this year is that just how bad social injustice has gotten. And we've even seen it in the NFL when it comes to head coaching hirings. Eric Bieniemy, of course, again got put out of a job. But you're going to try to act like social injustice is a Duval County problem instead of a national problem? Like what? That is just such a horrible. You're gonna tell me this isn't going on in Detroit. This isn't going on in Chicago. This isn't going on in any of these cities. It's only going on in Duval County. And I'm sure Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer, as they're living out in Ponte Vedra, I don't think they're gonna be super exposed to all that stuff going on. It's like, dude, what? I don't know, man. I just think it's just uninformed takes, man. And I understand it to a point. Look, if you're gonna have these guys, that have been, that cover the NFL as a whole, you're gonna have guys that, talk about every team around the league. You're not gonna be super expert in one field. That's like me. I know everything about the Jaguars. I follow every move they do. I am very close to the situation. I've got a good pulse of the fan base. I've been to Jacksonville many times. I know what's going on. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sit here and then right now, boom, I'm put on an Arizona Cardinals podcast. Hey, what do you think of the Cardinals offensive line? I mean, with the Arizona Cardinals, social injustice. They got COVID. It's a tax-free state. It's over near Mexico. It's a desert. It's just not going to be a very good fit for Cliff Kingsbury. It's like, dude, I don't know, man. It's just, he was just so talking out of his ass in that one. It's just crazy how these guys get put on TV, man. Bring back the ESPN that was, bring back the ESPN that was highlights. I don't care about these talking panels. I want to see highlights. I want to see the Chris Berman talking over it all. That's the kind of stuff that I like. I don't know about you guys. But thanks everyone for being in here. We're at 55 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 100 real quick. David Bryant says he does not know what the word Duval really means. I know, man. I know. Philip says the narrative is so freaking annoying, man. I can't wait to see the media scrum and they have to talk about the winning the Jaguars are doing with Lawrence. Yeah, and they're going to be talking about trying to get Lawrence out the Jaguars for a while. But it's interesting. I do want to go back and talk about what's his face, Deshaun Watson. I wonder where he's going to end up. First of all, this is great news for the Jaguars. Jaguars are 0-6 against Deshaun Watson. I know my guy Augustin told me on Twitter, we do have one win against them. We beat him when Tom Savage was a starting quarterback. Week 1 of 2017, he came in, he wasn't able to do business, and then Jaguars won. You know what I mean? But it's, you look at it, and the obvious ones right now, because with this trade, it's going to require a lot, man. It's going to require a lot of draft capital. Jalen Ramsey cost 2 first-round picks and a 4th-round pick. Jamal Adams cost 2 first-round picks, a 3rd-round pick, and a player, and their starting safety to kind of replace him. I would think that Deshaun Watson, it's going to require at least 3 first-round picks. That's when you're going to start having a conversation. The conversation is going to start with 3 first-round picks. And then after that, you got to probably give him a quarterback, man. You got to give up a quarterback. Shout out to Zach Carpenter with the $5 donation. He says, tighten up. What will you guys do next season to stop Henry? Oof, we got to tighten up in here. What I want to do as a Jaguars is I want to outscore you guys. That's my goal for 2021 as a Jaguars fan is look like we might not have the greatest defense, but I want to this year. My whole point, I want to be able to put out an elite offense, man. I want our offense to be great. I want to pretty much lose games the same way the Titans did, and that's losing games because of the defense. Not losing games in spite of the offense not putting up points. I want to get a great offensive line, great wide receiver core, get some tight ends in here. And obviously Trevor Lawrence is going to come in. That's my focus. I want to focus on the offense. The defense might lag behind a little bit, but that's kind of what I want to do. But hey, Zach, thanks so much for the $5 donation, man. I really appreciate it. I guess it's hard to stop Henry, but I'm just gonna put out the best offense out here. But yeah, Deshaun Watson, obviously, like I said, 3 first-round picks. Gonna have to probably give up your quarterback and maybe even throw some other players into the mix. This is going to be the biggest trade in NFL history when it comes to a team giving up assets on a team. But you first of all, you look at the Jets at number 2 overall. That's a hot name. They can give up Sam Darnold, give up a few first-round picks. They have 2 first-round picks in 2021, 2 first-round picks in 2022. So they got that draft capital from the Jamal Adams trade. So they're definitely in position. They've got plenty of draft capital, so they're in a good spot. Zach with another $5 donation. Outscores. Yep, that's how you stop us. Yeah, that's the key, man. That's the key. You just got to. It's hard to stop Henry. Many teams don't know how to do it, but just got to outscore you guys, man. But thanks so much, man. But yeah, the Jets obviously they have the draft picks, but you almost wonder will they want to trade within the AFC? That's a big question mark. The Dolphins at number 3. The Dolphins own the Texans' original pick. They own the number 3 overall pick was the Texans, but now it's the Dolphins, obviously. So I wonder. I wonder if they want to trade with them. Obviously, I think it's more intriguing because of the quarterback. I would rather receive Tua in a trade than I would rather receive Sam Darnold, just because I don't think either of them are great. But with the number 2 and number 3 overall pick, you're guaranteed to at the very least get what's his face. Zach Wilson or Justin Fields. An interesting one for me, a very, very interesting one for me, is the Falcons at number 4. Not many people are talking about the Falcons at number 4, but with the Falcons, they're going to be able to give up a better quarterback than both the Jets and the Jets and Dolphins will. They're going to be able to give up a better quarterback with Matt Ryan. Older, but probably better at this point. And could you imagine they might be able to they could very well be able to get to have on the same team Justin Fields and Matt Ryan. You know what I mean? That would be pretty intriguing if you're them. And not many people are talking about the Falcons, but I think they're definitely a hot team to maybe get it. But then you kind of go later on, man. It's hard if you're later on. The Lions hold a later pick. The 49ers are a hot name. They hold an older pick. I don't think the Bears have any shot because Deshaun Watson is going to basically be able to approve or deny any team that he gets traded to. And the Bears literally traded up draft capital to get a quarterback that wasn't Deshaun Watson. So I don't know. It's pretty interesting. But man, I've seen a lot of jersey swaps of Deshaun Watson, man. A lot of teams want him. Luckily, the Jaguars are, you know what I mean? I'm just so glad we're in a position that we're in. If we're that number 2 overall, I'm very much considering Deshaun Watson. But number 1 overall, we already got, what's his face, Trevor Lawrence. We're good. I can't believe I can actually say we're good at quarterback. But we're good guys. And right now, Trevor Lawrence is training over in California with Jordan Palmer. Carson Palmer's brother runs the QB stuff out there, and he's going at it with the mindset of that he's not guaranteeing himself the number 1 pick, so he is preparing himself for forever he goes. But we all know exactly where he's going. But I might answer. If you guys have any questions, throw them in here. I'll probably take a few more questions And then before I open up the phone lines for you guys, so let's make this a little bit bigger. I've got some new live stream stuff coming in, so it's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be cool. Jake says, "Is there combine this year or not?" Because I've been hearing mixed. There is a combine. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but my favorite thing that I'm going to look forward to is, there's no combine this year. Let me look that up. They're doing some kind of combine. NFL combine. Let's see, news. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's still a combine, guys. It's just gonna be very, very altered. No combine. I don't get it. It says 1 week ago. How's the latest news come out a week ago? All right, well, if you guys say so. Oh, they're using the Senior Bowl as the damn. That sucks. At least let me get some interview. Like, my main thing I was looking forward to at the combine is they interview all the head coaches and all the GMs. I wanted, oh my God, hearing Urban Meyer talk and the players talk. I would have been able to hear Trevor Lawrence. I want to hear someone throw out there the Jaguars, and I want to hear his response. Jaguars United in the building. What's up, man? Hey guys, if you guys aren't already, man, go subscribe to Jaguars United. They do great live streams, and he's going to be probably doing a lot more now that his work's opening up. Josh Burns report, Panthers are going to pursue Watson heavily. I would like that. Get him to the NFC. Don't torture me. Yeah, that'd be cool. I would like that. Philip, Senior Bowl and Pro Days. Interesting. Well, that's a big disadvantage. Senior Bowl, I mean, there's only a certain amount of players there. Ruby says, Urban Meyer interviews. Interesting. And I actually, guys, if you haven't already, if you guys have Spotify, or you can probably even look this up. A really, really good podcast, Move the Sticks, Daniel Jeremiah, Bucky Brooks. They did like a whole entire 30-minute episode on Urban Meyer and the Jaguars. And they went back. They have video clips of a previous interview that they had with him. And man, it'll get you pumped up. He is such an ultimate CEO of the team. Monty Adams, what's up, man? If Watson leaves, we definitely have the AFC South. I mean, yeah, it'll be... I don't know. I mean, the Indianapolis Colts and Titans just made the playoffs. Obviously, the Colts right now don't have a quarterback. Although it looks like, there's going to be so many quarterbacks going everywhere, man. Once I heard of the Matt Stafford news that he was going to get traded, I was like, Colts. That Matt Stafford and the Colts, that is like deep fit. Unless I think a perfect fit for Matthew Stafford would probably be the Steelers, but I don't know if the Steelers are going to be willing to give up as much as the Colts would be to kind of get Matthew Stafford, especially with the salary cap. I think Colts have like the third most cap in the NFL, but Matthew Stafford to the Steelers would be a really cool fit. But I imagine that's going to be them. And then Titans obviously. As long as they have Derrick Henry, they're going to be pretty decent, but we'll see, man. We'll see. That's a sketchy team, the Titans. They're very hot and cold. That's kind of how it is when you kind of lean on a running back, man. It could be hard. All right. This guy is hidden. All right. That's what you get for spamming me. Justin says, you going live for the draft? Oh, yeah. I will be live for the draft. Absolutely. And I'm actually going to have a Jet Central coming over to my house for the draft. So we're going to do the draft together, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Jaguars United, Trevor Lawrence, best college prospect I've ever seen. Yeah, it's amazing, man. I'm so intrigued by his potential, man. That's for sure. Charlie Boy says, Locked On Jags podcast is good. Believe in Jaguars podcast is okay. It's all about UCF Jaguar and Jaguars United. And the Jaguar King podcast, if he's a YouTuber, he's also very good. I'd recommend checking him out too. But honestly, I'm not much of a podcast guy. I haven't listened to many of the Jaguars podcasts out there. So hey, I've honestly listened to a couple. Some of them aren't very good. Some of them are kind of boring, but I don't know. Who am I to talk? People think I'm boring, so whatever. David Bryant says, I'll be moving back home in Duval by the time draft day starts. Oh hell yeah, man. Maybe they have stuff going on at the stadium, man. Yeah, Jay, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun, the draft reaction. Absolutely. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the. Yeah, people are saying bold take. Yeah, I mean, I imagine there's a lot of good ones out there. I don't know. It's hard to find. I don't know. Not much of a podcast guy. I like live stuff, but all right, let me see. Oh, I got to get Zoom open. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to get this whole thing set up. All right. Yeah, guys, just talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna have a graphic coming soon of a be right back. Oh, come on. This website's giving me issues. All right. My shows. All right. Start shows host. Boom. There we go. Sorry guys. I need like hold music for me. All right, connect. Paul says, any stadium improvements in the near future? I think that was a part of the plan when Urban Meyer came here. All right.
And can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
Thanks, bro. All right, let's see. I'm a reveal the number. I know I got a couple people on the line already. So boom, there's a number. Maybe I should move it over. Looks kind of ugly. Looks ugly with the desk. There we go. All right, boom. So let's pull this back in here. Looks like we have one person here. We got a 407 number. Hey, what's up? Hello?
Yo, how you doing today?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, I'm just calling real quick. My name's Cletus. So listen, I live here in Alachua County. I've been a Gator fan all my life, and Urban Meyer was good to us, best years of our life. But do you ever get worried sometimes that he might, just run off on us in the sunset and say goodbye after all the good stuff happens? Thanks for answering my call today.
Of course, man. I mean, yeah, that's the biggest worry about Urban Meyer, obviously, is the whole thing of like, what's he gonna do? Is he going to all of a sudden like win a Super Bowl and like run off? And first of all, like if he can win a Super Bowl, like if he is here and after 2 years he wins a Super Bowl and is only here for 2 years, that is successful. I don't think he'll do it just because, man, this guy is very, very egotistical. Like he does not want to be the guy that. I don't think he wants to fail in the NFL. I don't think he wants that on his resume. And obviously, coaching is extremely, extremely important to him. Like, he's going to come in here and give this his full entire effort. And, if he ultimately does run off, it's going to honestly be because of the health. But I don't worry about it. I mean, obviously, it's a thing. It's somewhat of a worry, but I don't know, man. I just feel like at some point, you got to take your risk, man. Like you got to kind of take shots, and this is a hire that I was fully behind. Huge Urban Meyer guy. He was kind of my guy from the start, and this guy is just a CEO, man. He's perfect. The more I sit here, the more perfect he is for the Jaguars, and I'm fascinated to see what he can do. We'll get the next caller in here. Hey, is this Steve? Hello? Hey, 786, you're on the line. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you. What's up?
Alright. I'm good here. I'm so excited for the NFL, for the draft though, because so we can get Trevor Lawrence. But yeah. Hopefully we could cut some players that we don't need. Hopefully we could cut things. I don't know, we need Cam Robinson. We just cut some players and so.
Yeah, Cam Robinson, he's gonna be a big decision. You don't have to cut him because he's a free agent, but you're gonna have to decide, man. Do you want to pay this guy, or do you want to kind of go fishing out in free agency, man? It'll be we'll see what we do at that spot.
Yeah, but yeah, hopefully Urban Meyer doesn't quit, because if he quits, I'm gonna be like, because his health problems, and so I'm gonna be hopefully he doesn't have that in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm not. Obviously, it's a worry, but man, I'm just gonna sit here and say, look, the Jaguars are at rock bottom right now. Can't get much worse. Let's go out here. We're taking a shot. We're taking a Hail Mary, man, and let's just hope for the best.
Yeah, let's hope. But yeah, hopefully you can win some games. Hopefully you get playoffs. All of this tanking season, but yeah.
No,
so I don't know where to say. So, but yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna head out.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, thanks so much for calling in, bro.
Duval.
Oh yeah, I love it. Gotta drop the Duval on your way out. That's for sure. And also, if you guys noticed this, only the OGs will remember this logo. This is my very first logo on the channel, man. We'll go to the next caller. We got 502. What's up? Hello? Ooh, out of here. All right, we'll go to the next caller. Yeah, we got David Bryan in the building. What's up, man?
Hey, UCF Jag, how you doing today?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Hey, doing well, man. Yeah, hey, it's amazing with Deshaun Watson. I'm hoping he's going to go to a good place. But what you mentioned about him, it's going to be a big challenge for him. I kind of made a comment about this, is kind of because a first round pick is going to be one of the biggest things to sacrifice for a team. And, based on caps, basically the cap space is going to be the biggest problem right now for the upcoming draft. So, it's a big question mark who's willing to sacrifice their first rounders. So,
yeah.
But the best thing I just want to say is, of course, Urban Meyer, he's doing the best he can. I was actually looking at my notes, and I'm just going to make it short here. He's still got quarterbacks. He's got quarterback, running backs, tight ends, defensive line, and also an assistant in special teams and assistant strength and conditioning right now that's still vacant. So there's still quite a bit of people, that he's got to look into. But yeah, it's kind of sad that we lost Keenan McCardell. But good luck to him, and hope everything works out. So.
Yeah, and absolutely, man. It's going by slow. I almost forgot what the whole process was like, because, we hired Gus Bradley in 2013, and then in 2017 we hired Doug Brown, but everybody stayed in place, so it was a lot different. But you know what I mean? It's definitely a slow process, and I'm looking forward to kind of getting everything finalized. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the best thing we can do right now is, we can root out for our Jaguars. It's a fresh organization, and it's like I said, it's a big challenge. And I'm gonna pretty much keep my prediction, as I said in the last time I talked with you guys. The Jags are gonna make the playoffs. I'm gonna keep that, my word. So I'm hoping it happens. If it doesn't, then hey, all is well. Learn my lesson, and then go Jaguars. That's what I can say.
Hey, bro, there's nothing wrong with being optimistic. That's for sure. And man, all we know is that we're not going to be worse than 1-15, right? That's all we know.
That's as far as I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm excited, man. It's gonna be fun. I'm so fascinated to finally, even if we're like 6-10, man, it's gonna be fun watching the development of Trevor Lawrence. Like that's gonna be, it hits different your first year with a new quarterback, and you might be struggling to win just because it's like, look, like we have, we can see how our quarterback develops, and that's the fun part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm pretty much predicting. We're probably gonna, like I said, it's definitely probably gonna say 6-10 record for the season. It's the first start. I mean, we're gonna have young players. A lot of people's gonna be learning, and like I said, just looking forward to the draft, which is gonna be the biggest outcome for the Jaguars.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we're gonna get ourselves, of course, Trevor Lawrence. I know we're gonna get him for sure. I hope that we can, get some defensive players and hopefully clear out some of the ones that we really don't need. So,
yeah.
But other than that, Duval.
Oh, yeah. Duval, I love it. Amen. Thanks so much for calling in, bro.
All right. Thank you, CF. Take care.
All right. Take care. David Bryan, a moderator and a member. So if you guys are members, man, I see some of you guys in here, man. Drop your Duval emojis. You already know that I love seeing them. Matt says should have Jeff Logman, Hayes Carline, T Wig, guys like that calling for your show. Yeah, man. If you guys are out there listening, man, call in. Next we got, it says Jamie Eagles on here. What's up?
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I've been watching for a while, but hear me out. You might hear me. I'm not a Jaguars fan. I'm the Eagles fan, but I really respect your your work for YouTube. So, a lot to talk about.
I know.
So yeah, drafting Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, drafting Trevor Lawrence, and I really like that because y'all going to develop like a good quarterback for y'all in the future.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna do good. I feel like y'all are. If y'all really want to succeed, y'all really gotta build like around Trevor Lawrence. Like get him a good offensive line, get him a good receiving core, and get him a good tight end core. If you do that, y'all could even do even better. Y'all might go 8-8. Then y'all could do next year. Y'all could go 10-2 or something like. Y'all could do good.
Yeah.
Just like for the Philadelphia Eagles, this was the worst year we ever had. And they keep bashing Carson Wentz. They said he's a bad quarterback. We both know he's not a bad quarterback. He just had no weapons really around him.
Yeah.
And Doug Peterson play calling is just terrible. So I'm glad we got like a new head coach and we can really build around him. So Becky was saying about like y'all, I really like y'all, like the Jaguars, but I really, really like excited when y'all get Trevor Lawrence because I really want to see what he could do. And yeah.
So what do you think the Eagles are going to do at quarterback, man? They're going to stick with Carson Wentz?
They're going to they have, first of all, I'm stuttering.
You're good, man.
They have to because they give him that big behind contract. And they're going to have to stick around him because they have to keep him because he's really the best shot y'all got. I'm not saying Jalen Hurts is trash, but he's not like ready yet.
Yeah.
And we both know, like I said, Carson Wentz is really not trash. He's had a bad offseason. And you get new faces around, you can rebuild him. You can make him even twice as better. And it's just like I'm just like at the same time I'm nervous and excited what's gonna happen this season because we got a new head coach. We got and plus, we had to build, like, really, really, really build around Carson Wentz. We had to get out this cap situation.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they gotta finally get him some weapons, man. All his weapons, he's had weapons, but they all got old with Alshon Jeffrey and Zach Ertz, man. They gotta fix a wide receiver, man. I think they draft Jalen Reagor in front of Justin Jefferson, right?
Yo, I was pissed when they did that.
Oh man, that was out of nowhere.
And they did the same thing with DK Metcalf.
Yeah. Oh,
they did the same thing with DK Metcalf. They drafted JJ Sticker and Stick. Eagles fans, we hate him. And we really wanted DK Metcalf. But if he really came to us, he really wouldn't do good. And like every time we come to the Eagles, some do good and some do bad.
Yeah.
But
it is funny because all these fan bases wanted DK Metcalf, but DK Metcalf is the perfect fit in Seattle, and he would not be doing as good anywhere else but Seattle.
yeah,
Like, I know that for a fact.
that is true. And I'm not saying I really don't like DK Metcalf because like he just that guy that just all talk. But I feel like he at the same time he could back it up. But when y'all watch that best corner Jalen Ramsey, I was like, damn. And Jalen Ramsey he locked down DK Metcalf all the time. But back to the situation. I really want y'all to do good, and I feel like who y'all quarterback y'all had number 16. What was his name?
We had Minshew, we had Glennon, and we had Jake Luton. We had 3 different quarterbacks this year.
Mitchell, the guy 15. I feel like he okay. I feel like he okay.
Yeah.
And if y'all really want to do good, like again, hear me out. Y'all should trade for Deshaun Watson. I know it might be no, but if y'all do that, then y'all can get Trevor Lawrence in the draft. Then Trevor Lawrence can be the backup. Deshaun Watson can be the starter, and get Deshaun Watson like really, really, really talent. Get him really talent, and that's all. Y'all can do good.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to be able to get Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence, but hey, man, it's a good thought though. But hey, man, thanks so much for calling in, man. You got any last words before I get to the next caller?
No, but do go to the future, I guess.
Hell yeah. But hey, bro, appreciate you for calling in, man.
Okay.
All right, so we got an Eagles fan in the building. Next up, we got, I think this is Lillian. What's up? Oh, they hung up. They hung up on me, man. All right, we'll go to the next caller. We got, it looks like Will. Call Will. Hey, you're on the line. Hey, is this Angel? I'm having issues today, man. Will going once. Will going twice. All right. Out of here. All right. We'll go to the next caller. We got Sam Barrington in the building. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, bro? Hey, long time no talk.
What's up? I know, been a while, man. How you been?
Welcome to the YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. First time.
Hell yeah. But what's happening, bro?
Just calling to chat, man.
Hell
See
yeah.
what you're thinking about this year. I know you're excited. I know all us Jags fans are excited. It should be a good one.
Yeah.
But mainly the draft with the Senior Bowl, happening right now. What are your thoughts on the draft? Have you seen that at all? Do you have any guys there that you like that we maybe could target in like the mid to late rounds?
Like at this moment, I'm not too honestly, I should be more connected to the Senior Bowl right now. But I'm not. But I know when it comes to the draft, I usually look more into the draft after free agency, after we shore up like a bunch of needs. But I'll definitely be watching like on Saturday. But I mean, at the moment, I know we need some help we need help like everywhere right now. But as we get closer, I definitely gonna start paying more attention to that. But I always know that like I usually watch a Senior Bowl, and a lot of times I don't know, I take the Senior Bowl too seriously. Like I remember I studied quarterbacks super deep a couple years ago, and I remember like Gardner Minshew. I was like, this guy, worst quarterback out there. Do not touch him. But then the Jaguars draft them, and then he wasn't all that bad. So I don't know. With the Senior Bowl, I'll definitely be watching, but I haven't been super up to date this week on all the players out there.
And I was mainly talking about just the draft too, but yeah, I've been watching some of the Senior Bowl, and I know it's definitely going to be more important this year with everything going on. But yeah, I don't know. I was watching that kid Felton. I don't know if you've seen anything about him from UCLA.
Felton, what position?
But he's a running back, but he was a wide receiver his first 3 years, and I think he transitioned to running back. But he was lined up with all these corners, and he was just like burning them. Looked great, and I just think that would be a good addition maybe in the later rounds too.
Yeah.
To help with our pass catching behind Cam Robinson. So
I definitely want to kind of do some work on because man, I wanna make sure we need to get another stud receiver. That's for sure. We might even draft a couple. I mean, last year we drafted Chenault and Colin Johnson, both great picks, and man, I could see us going after a couple more, especially with Chris Conley's going to be gone. What's his face? Keelan Cole's a free agent. I don't know if we're going to be keeping him, but we definitely need some more firepower. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think we're doing with that second first rounder? What do you think we're going to target there?
Man, it's tough, man. I mean, part of me wants to go for like a big guy, whether it be on the offensive line or defensive line. I want to get a big, powerful guy over there. But at the same time, man, if we can get a difference maker, a wide receiver, that'd be free. I know at first I was really drooling over maybe Kadarius Toney falling to that spot, but now he's like really moving up draft boards, and obviously Kyle Pitts is a pipe dream. Like he's probably going in the top 10 too. So. You know what I mean? We'll kind of see what falls there. It's super hard projecting pick number 26, especially like Jaguars pick at pick number 26, and then we pick 7 picks later at our second round spot. So it's so hard to kind of predict. But man, it'll be fun having a first pick than waiting around for 26 later on in the draft.
I agree. I think that second first rounder, I mean, we know who we're getting with the first,
Yeah.
But the second first round, I think that's going to be real interesting. I'm sort of thinking the same thing. I'm hoping we either get, a big guy like you were saying, either an O lineman or a D tackle. But other than that, I mean, I've seen some people have us getting Fryermuth, that Penn State tight end.
Yeah.
But I'm just not sure about him. I don't know.
It's just
We'll see.
it's just weird with tight ends, because you look at the greatest tight ends right now in the NFL. Like Travis Kelce was a 3rd rounder. Kittle was like a 5th or 6th rounder. Like even like Zach Ertz, I think, was like a 3rd rounder. And it's like, and then you look at some of the first round guys, like I think Njoku was a 1st rounder. He's OJ Howard for the Buccaneers. He doesn't live up to it. Like TJ Hawkinson, I mean, I think he did decent this year, but I don't think he's he looks like a number 8 overall pick. So I don't know, man. Like, obviously that's not the rule. But I mean, if you look at kind of where they're gotten, man, it's like you got to just start doing some deep homework and deep evaluation of these guys. Then, then hoping one falls to you later on. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's some good tight ends too for those mid rounds, like around the 3rd round.
Yeah.
And then you got the wild card. You got old Josh Oliver in there too.
Oh,
so
Josh
we'll see.
Oliver. Oh my God. Like, who even is this guy, dude?
Stay healthy first.
Oh my God. Like, I'm just like, last year I was like, oh, we have, Josh Oliver, we'll see. But then like, now that he's like got injured again, I'm like, all right, I'm going to act like this guy doesn't even exist. And if he does something, then I'll pay attention to him. But at this moment, he's not on the roster. He's on the roster, but he's not on the roster in my mind.
Yeah, I hear you. And it was sad too, because, coming after last camp and everything, everybody's like, oh, he put on some weight, he looked good. And then, of course, everybody's excited and gets hurt. So we'll see.
Yeah,
who knows? That could be a pleasant surprise.
I think we were all just like hoping, because there was nothing on the team to really be hopeful about. We were like, oh, Josh Oliver. You know what I mean? But it was like, I don't know.
That's something.
We were just finding things to try to be optimistic about.
Exactly. No, it'll be excited.
Yeah.
I just got my season tickets again, so I'll be there for the games, and
hell yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we can have a good season.
Yeah, I want to get season tickets, but I gotta wait till I hear about the mask protocol, because I don't know if I'm gonna sit there in 95-degree heat with a mask on.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
I wonder if I actually got the vaccine through my brother.
Oh,
so I wonder if I could just flash my card.
I know, dude. Flash the card. You can wear it around your neck like a necklace, so people know you're vaccinated. Yeah.
Like a field pass, I got it around the neck.
Yeah, or maybe just like stick it to your forehead or something.
They'll leave me alone.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I'm excited. I think it'll be a good year too, because our division is not looking great.
Yeah, I know, man.
We got
it's
Deshaun
trending
on the way
down,
out.
that's for sure.
Oh yeah, trending up for us, trending down for the other teams, except for the Titans may have a decent year, but we'll see.
I mean, when you're 1-15, you can only go up from here, right?
Yeah, that's right. Can't go down too much further. If we do, then man, we may need to move or something.
Hell yeah.
Nah, but we'll have a good year this year. I'm excited for sure.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Can't
All right.
wait.
But all right, Sam, I'm gonna get to the next caller, man. Appreciate you for calling in, bro.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
Hell yeah. All right. Pride of Fleming Island High School. Former lacrosse player just like me. All right, we'll go to the next caller. Looks like we have Bill, I believe it is. What's up, man?
It's Phil.
Phil, okay. The auto screen puts you as Bill.
Hey, no worries, man. I'm the Phil from Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, hell yeah. What's up, man? Yeah, you're the member of the channel. What's up, bro?
Yeah, good to hear from you, man. Yeah, I just wanted to throw in an idea for backup quarterback.
All right, let's hear it.
So here's a guy I have in mind, okay? So he's a former sixth rounder. He's a Pro Bowler, former Pro Bowler, and he's a Super Bowl champion. And his name is Tyrod Taylor.
Hey, that wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind that. Because the Jaguars, they need to get, they need to get the veteran back up. I know people like Minshew, but I don't think it's the right place for Minshew right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he has the kind of personality, I think, where he wants to have an actual chance at a starter role. So I don't think he's the right fit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you don't want him to be the annoying, like, oh, put me in, coach. But, yeah, I mean, Tyrod Taylor, it's not, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Like, I know he was the backup for Justin Herbert, but, he'll just be back. He'll just be back in the same role where he's starting in preseason, and then he, gets a lung punctured, and then he gets moved. That's got to, like, I wonder what that position's like for him, man, because he's not going into these years as the backup quarterback. He's going in as a starting quarterback, knowing he's going to get, like, benched at some point, and then he ultimately does. I wonder what the mindset is when you're doing that.
He seems like a pretty chill guy. Like, I think he seems pretty even-keeled, so I think he'll be ready for that. One other thing I wanted to ask you about is the draft. I know that when we had Gene Smith, he was all about, like, character guys, and I think that was less of a concern for Dave Caldwell. What's your stance on that? Do you think character matters when drafting our next crop of young guys?
I think character... Like the whole thing is you have to have a strong culture, because if you're going to be drafting, kind of idiots, you have to make sure that they're going into a situation where, they can't overtake the culture. Because I remember when Gus Bradley was here, a big complaint about him is it felt like rookies that rookies were running the locker room, because they were so young, but at the same time, like, they didn't have any kind of culture to kind of deal with. And that's what makes successful college football teams like Nick Saban in Alabama. Like, he's able to make sure these guys are focused. Even back when Urban Meyer was at Ohio State and Florida. I mean, at Florida, he had a bunch of freaking idiots on that team, but man, like, they were just in a great culture with him, and he was able to, really mitigate some of the issues. And you know what I mean? And you even saw with, the Steelers have a great culture over there. And, like, we didn't even know Antonio Brown was a nuthead that he was when he was over there, and guys like Le'Veon Bell too. So, obviously you can't draft a bunch of choir boys, but you know what I mean? You gotta make sure that you have a culture that players can buy into, that players can want to, really rally behind a coach. And, you know what I mean? That's the main thing. I mean, you can get kind of idiots as long as you have the culture that can balance that out.
Right. And do you think Urban Meyer is the guy that could bring the team together?
Oh yeah. I mean, the more I hear about him and the more I listen to kind of interviews with him, if you haven't, like, I don't know how hard it is to find. I know I have Spotify so I could listen to it, but on Move the Sticks podcast, it's Bucky Brooks and Daniel Jeremiah. They have a full, like, 30-minute episode fully about Urban Meyer. And, they played some past interviews with him, and, like, he is the CEO. He's all about, setting the culture for the team. And, I mean, just listening to him talk, it's like, man, like, I know why Shad Khan wanted him so bad, because, he knows exactly what it takes to have, a great culture. And that's what he runs himself on being able to really set up a team to make sure that, they have a winning and a good culture, and they can sustain success like that. So, like, I mean, I think that's one, they didn't get him because he's a great, I mean, obviously, he's a great coach, but, they got him not only to be the coach, but to be the ultimate culture setter, because in the past it was like Dave Caldwell wasn't going to do it. Tom Coughlin tried, but he just wasn't able to adhere to the current day athlete, and that's what I hope Urban Meyer can do.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm gonna get going, but keep doing what you do. You're awesome, and go Jags.
Hell yeah! Hey, appreciate it, Phil. All right, so shout out to Phil in here. Next up, it looks like we have Jordan on the line. What's up, Jordan?
Hey, what's going on, man? Big fan of the show. Keep doing what you're doing, man. But I just want to kind of call in and talk about free agency. I know it's kind of like the big talk bit right now.
Okay.
I know you said you don't really you're not a big fan of the safety market in free agency. But I kind of just wanted to run an idea by you. So the top 4 teams, right, that were left in the playoffs, I think they all have really good safety tandem. So I think we need to get 1, maybe even 2 safeties in this free agency. What are your thoughts on
that? Safety and what other position did you say?
No, just free safety and strong safety. Because you got guys like Marcus Williams, obviously Justin Simmons, John Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down. Like, I'm more on the line to draft a guy because, like, if I'm going to, because obviously Marcus Williams, he's going to be the top paid safety in free agency. And if I'm going to be looking, like, I want to spend money.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get, the top left tackle. I really want to get Trent Williams. And I also want to get, Leonard Williams, the kind of top interior lineman. And then at that point, it's like, you can't, I don't know if you're going to be able to spend the kind of money outside of those 2 positions, really to get the next top of the market guys. So I don't know. Those are 2 of the guys I want to get. And I just don't think that there's going to be enough money for me to really allocate to getting like a top end safety after that.
All right. And yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, Trent Williams does sound really good. The only thing that kind of bothers me with him, the money doesn't, because obviously he's going to be worth it. But I know he's 32 or 33.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could kind of draft one later in the round to kind of learn behind him. But
yeah,
Trent Williams would be good. So I mean, with the draft, who you got at? 25 and 33 are basic, or 33 is basically a first rounder. What you looking at there?
I hate to take the easy way out, but man, I want to go best available player, man. We have need, like, name a position that's not a need right now. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, obviously quarterback's going to be locked up, but man, like, we could take, obviously, if we get Trent Williams, our offensive line is really old. I mean, Brandon Linder, Nanju Norwell, Trent Williams, and then right guard AJ Cann. All those guys are veterans. The only guy on a rookie contract is Jawan Taylor. So you need that. Need tight ends. Need wide receivers, need defensive line. Maybe you can go without a linebacker, but you need defensive backs. So it's like, man, like, you know what I mean? It's easier if you're trying to predict, if you're the Chiefs and you're trying to project and say, okay, maybe we need another edge rusher. We probably need a slot wide receiver. But as a Jaguars fan right now, it's like, dude, like, there's just so much we need right now. It's hard to really pinpoint what we should get.
Yeah, but I mean, we got the draft capital and the free agency to do all that stuff, man. But
yeah,
I'm just really excited to be a Jags fan with all that stuff going on, and of course our division looking weak. But I just really want to call in and get your thoughts on the free agency and stuff. But that's all I really want to do, man. Thanks for your time. Thanks for everything you do, and do well till we die.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah, so we got a lot of optimism on the Jags fan base, and I don't blame you guys. New head coach. A lot of free agency money, a lot of draft capital, and just a fresh start, man. We got Trevor Lawrence on the way. Next, we got the 805. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's happening, bro?
Not much. Just want to play GM for a little bit.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, so how would you feel about taking that bottom first round pick and that number 1 second pick and trading back up and get somebody like, I don't know, Kyle Pitts maybe, or Patrick Surtain?
I mean, I'd be down to do it. If that's all if you could tell me right now that the 26th pick and the first second round pick is going to give me Kyle Pitts, I'll sign up for it right now. It's just, right now Kyle Pitts is being kind of mocked in kind of the top 10. So, you know what I mean? It's going to take more than that to trade. It's going to take more than the 26th pick and the first second round pick to trade up like 17 spots. I mean, like when what was it? You know, a lot of times if you're going to trade up that far, it's going to just take a lot more. It's going to take at least a first rounder. But, hey, man, like if you can give me that, I'll take it right now.
Yeah, I was looking at Mel Kiper's mock draft, and he had Kyle Pitts going at 11. He had Patrick Surtain going at 12. I mean, I don't know if it's possible or not. And do you think Urban Meyer's even thinking that kind of way to try to get, you know, as many top guys as he can, or is he just going to go through the draft and get who falls to him?
Well, it's interesting with because when we got Trent Baalke, and I'm like, I don't know about this, but man, the more I sit here, the more I know, dude, Urban Meyer's going to be making these picks. Like, is there anybody in the NFL that knows this draft class better than Urban Meyer? Urban Meyer recruited this draft class. Not only did he recruit this draft class, he was literally covering college football for the last several years. Dude, he knows this draft class better than any NFL guy out there. So, I mean, with where he's at, I mean, I imagine, like, I really feel like, dude, with Urban Meyer, he wants to be as good as he can year one. I truly believe that. I think he's going to spend a lot of money in free agency, and I think he's going to do everything in the draft to make this team ready to win right away, because I don't see him as a patient guy, as a guy that says, look, I'm down to go 7-9, 8-8 year one. I'm not necessarily wanting to make the playoffs. I just want to see progression. Nah, fuck that. Like, he's not Gus Bradley. You know, I see him like wanting to put all the chips on the table and trying to go all out. So I don't know. It depends. It'd be fascinating to know in his mind, like, how many blue chip guys there are, like, you know, what you could get at different spots. Like, I'm going to be very fascinated to see it.
Right. Well, let's for instance say that is an option. Who would you rather have? Kyle Pitts to shore up the offense, make it, you know, maybe Kansas City like, or Patrick Surtain to have two lockdown corners and let that pass rush get there a little bit better?
I mean, my whole thing this offseason is I want to make sure this offense is elite. And, man, Kyle Pitts gives you a whole nother level of a player, man. Like, something super dynamic. I mean, a lot of analysts out there are saying that he's the highest ranked tight end they've ever graded. And putting him in that offense with Trevor Lawrence, it adds, you know, I mean, we never really like had a tight end. I mean, the best tight ends in this franchise's history have been like Mercedes Lewis. Mercedes Lewis was, you know, I mean, he wasn't even all that.
Yeah,
I mean, he was good, but he wasn't great. Kyle Brady, like, good, not great. Like, we've never had the Travis Kelce, the George Kittle, the, you know, going back to Tony Gonzalez. We never had that guy, man. Give me Kyle Pitts all day.
Yeah, me too. But I think the defense, that might hurt us next year. Even if our offense is good with Trevor Lawrence, the defense, I'm just, other than the D-line, which is what, 2 good pieces, 3 maybe at the most, the secondary is horrible, man. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's my thing. Like, I want to win games by just outscoring the opponent. Like, you know, kind of like, I mean, that's how the Titans did it. The Titans were like 10-6 this year, and their defense was atrocious. But, you know, they were able to kind of put up points. And, hey, if you're going to tell me that the Jaguars can be AFC South champions and lose the first game of the playoffs, you know, I'll sign up for that this year. I mean, I'm at that point. And then the next year we can work on kind of shoring up the defense. But, you know, I just want to make sure that we're not in a Joe Burrow situation where Joe Burrow had no offensive line. The receivers didn't help him that much. Then he just got killed. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that there's an offense in place for him to succeed and that we don't ruin him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, finally get some Jaguar fantasy players we can count on too, man. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know about you, but I had James Robinson for free in like 4 leagues, and he was very nice.
Too. Yeah, I did too. Well, you know, that's all I wanted, man. Appreciate you taking the call.
Of course, man. Thanks for calling in. All right. Next up, we have Anonymous calling in. What's up, Anonymous?
What's up, man? I just wanted to talk to you about the rookies this year. You know, like we've had some good rookies. We've had some, you know, not so good rookies. What do you think about Daniel Thomas?
I like Daniel Thomas, man. I mean, I immediately recognized them in special teams. I was like, man, this guy's kind of all over the place. And then they, you know, brought him out to kind of play some. And then he was actually doing pretty good before getting injured. I mean, I like Daniel Thomas. I didn't do as much film study this year as I normally did in years past, just because I couldn't rewatch these guys. They were so bad. But I mean, I'm definitely down. I'm not going to say he's going to be the next great thing, but he's definitely got a place on this roster.
Do you think the Jaguars are going to get rid of D.D. Westbrook and probably go for a wide receiver in the draft or free agency? Maybe free agency. If you've been looking at Twitter, Allen Robinson's been liking a lot of fan pages and even Jaguar fan pages of tweets. So I think Allen Robinson is like trying to hint that he might go, this or there,
Yeah, Allen Robinson, he's going to chase the bag, man. He's 26, 27 years old. He's probably in line for one more big contract. I imagine he'd come back to the Jaguars for, he's going to go to the highest bidder. That's what I know about Allen Robinson. And but I think, D.D. Westbrook, he's a free agent, so he's going to walk. I doubt the Jaguars re-sign him. I think I don't know if they're going to spend a lot of money at free agents at wide receiver. I think one sleeper wide receiver to maybe look out for is like a Curtis Samuel. He's Carolina Panthers guy. He used to play for Urban Meyer at Ohio State. So I could see kind of him being a different skill set that they might want to bring in. But they definitely need help at wide receiver. They're probably going to get a guy in free agency and at least one in the top 2-3 rounds of the draft. And, they're going to roll with that.
All right. And do you think the Jaguars should go for a veteran running back? Like, I like Dario Ngubawale, but I just don't think, him or Chris Thompson was the fit for the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars should aim for like a guy like Mark Ingram.
Yeah, I think Agumbawale and Mark Ingram, I think those guys are a little bit too similar to James Robinson's skill set. Like, we need a guy that is like a versatile pass catcher that's pretty speedy. Kind of like, I don't know what happened to Chris Thompson, but he wasn't really around much. But bring in another. I don't know what the But honestly, you can get a guy in the draft, man. Just get a guy in the 4th, 5th, 6th round of the draft. A guy that kind of fits that. Fits that third down back skill set, and then I think they roll with that.
All right, thank you for answering this. You have a good rest of your night.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Duval.
Hell yeah, Duval. I love it. All right, next up, it just says Caldwell on here. What's up, Caldwell?
What's up? I'm Dave Caldwell from the Jacksonville Jaguars, former. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. How's the unemployment line?
It's good. I'm sorry what I did, all of y'all. Again, sorry what I did, all for the losing culture. I'm not. If I get signed, I don't think I'm gonna get signed anytime soon. But yeah. So, do you feel bad for me?
I'm happy you got us Trevor Lawrence, man. That was a big time fall for us, and we got Trevor Lawrence, man. We're sitting pretty right now, and you left us with a lot of money, so I can't be all mad at you.
Yeah, but I was trying to get a new head coach, but Shai told me that he didn't want any. He preferred Doug.
Yeah. And also, you autographed my board back there. I don't know if you remember, but your autograph is on there. So I appreciate the shout out, man.
It's no problem, but yeah. Hopefully I could be the Jacksonville Jaguar Club legend, but that won't happen.
Yeah, man. Well, if Trevor Lawrence becomes a Hall of Famer, we'll put a statue of you up on a field or up outside the stadium for being able to help us get him.
Okay. But as soon as I heard when Trey was a GM, a former 49er, and had GM, I didn't say anything, but yeah, he deserved it. I'm sorry what I put in losing culture in 2017. I don't want to say it, but that season we're flukes.
Yeah, we kind of were, man, unfortunately. But hey, brighter futures ahead for us now that you're not our general manager.
Okay. I'm gonna head out. Hopefully I can get a GM job soon.
All right.
I don't think.
If you need to put a reference down, a job reference, you can put down my name, man.
Okay. Have a good day.
All right.
I'm going to say this, but I think I might get fined. I'm going to do it.
All right.
Duval.
All right. Dropping to Duval. Dave Caldwell in the building. That is what's up. All right, next up we'll go to, I believe it says Sheila. Hey, welcome to the show. Hello?
Hello.
Hey,
what's going on, my brother?
What's up, man?
It's Shooter. It's Shooter.
It says on the auto screen. It says Sheila, and I'm like, I think that might be wrong. But
oh hell, nah, man! I'm certified shooter. I always come on your show.
Oh hell yeah! What's up?
What it do?
Yeah, I was about to say we've had like 100 people calling, not one female. So I'm gonna just call it Sheila, but it's Shooter. You gotta enunciate it when you
Shooter.
say it. There you go.
Hey, I don't know. Hey, man, look, listen, real quick, because you know I'm in the Army, man, and I really appreciate your show. Right now I'm in Alaska, but you know I'm always repping Duval County to the fullest.
Oh yeah.
So my question for you is this, man. Like, I think that, like, what I want to ask you is this. There's so many questions I want to ask, but I'm gonna nail it. What do you think we should do with that second round pick, though?
Man, I want, like I've been saying, man, I want great offense, man. I want offensive weapons, man. I mean, hell, maybe I'm not one to get I'm not one to get like talk about running backs high, but man, like what if they added Travis Etienne to this offense, or get a great tight end or a wide receiver, or build up on the offensive line, man. Like I am all about, getting this offense great.
Yeah, but what about this? What about the receiver from the Saints now? What if we could pull a deal like that?
Michael Thomas?
Yeah.
Hey, it depends on what we. If we're only giving up a second round pick, I mean, I will say that there's a lot of great wide receivers in this free agency class. So I mean, you might be able to get Al Robinson without trading away draft capital. You know what I mean? So one thing to consider.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you what I'm concerned the most is that safety position, and I'm gonna tell you who's the steal of the draft. If we could get the dude from Florida State, number 23, that'd be a steal. He's been doing good in the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, is that the?
Have you checked him out?
The NFL player's son. I forget what's the name of him?
I don't know.
Is it a?
I think it's
Samuel
Nareem
Jr.?
or something like that. No, not him. No, that's the cornerback.
Okay,
no, I'm talking about the safety.
Yeah, I'll have to.
I'm
look
talking
out
about
for
the
him, man.
safety. Yeah, look him up. He plays for FSU, but
Okay.
I think he'll be the steal.
Yeah.
He'll be a steal. And ain't nobody really looking at him like that, but I think he can start.
Yeah.
He can start. He's pretty good off the ball. He can hit, and he's like he can chase the ball down. So I think him being our safety in the probably like third or fourth round, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking dope. But I'm with you with the offense. I think the offense needs to, we need to build our offense and stuff. I'm concerned about Cam Robinson. I'm concerned about him. We need some more linemen. We definitely need some more linemen. And maybe a fresh pair of legs to go right behind Robinson.
Yeah. Yeah, because Robinson, the whole team was his last year, man. But I think they want to do something more versatile where they're not running the whole entire. And one thing, I've never been a big fan of the whole like running back by committee, but I really like how the Browns did it this year. Like they had Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, and instead of switching them in and out, they had like one guy do the whole entire drive. Like I think that's a really cool way to do it.
Yo, I think that is too. I mean, think about it. Urban know how to use players, especially when he was doing the spread. Like, yo, I'm kind of excited. I'm very excited to see.
You should be excited, bro.
Like what he does with this offense. For real, as long as he don't sign Tim Tebow now.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, we got the best head coaching hire out there. I know people are, because a lot of people are like, oh, it's risky, but like, dude, what hiring is not risky? Like,
what if?
Like we got Jet Central in the chat. Like they got Robert Saleh. He was a really hot name, but I mean, is Robert Saleh guaranteed?
Right.
It's not like they're like, okay, if you get this guy, you're gonna go to the playoffs, but not win a Super Bowl, or you can get this Urban Meyer,
Right.
you have a greater chance of going to the Super Bowl, but you have a low. It's not like that. That's why it's so hard to hire guys in the NFL.
They very political. They very political because he doesn't have NFL experience. But my thing is this: everywhere he went, like he won. Everywhere he went, he's a winner. I hate to sound like Skip Bayless, but I'm telling you, he shattered them all.
Dude, he's never failed at any position that he's ever been on. He's never failed, dude. He's never failed, and that should be so exciting.
I'm telling you, he never had a losing record.
Yeah,
never.
I know that's what I'm saying.
If
Man.
you
Like,
look at his track record, he never had a losing record.
And
I think he's going to do way
a national
better.
Championship his second year at Florida, and I think like his second year at Ohio State too. Like, he's crazy, man.
I'm telling you, like people need to really pay attention to what he's doing, and I have to agree with who was that who said it? It was an analyst who said this, but I think the only reason why he came back to Jacksonville is because of Lawrence.
Yeah.
Because he know what he could do with him. He know what he could do with him. Exactly. I just feel good about Jacksonville Jaguars' chances about winning the division because Watson, he's not going to be here. He know he's going somewhere. He might pull a Jalen Ramsey. Who knows?
Bro, if the Jets don't beat the Rams that one day, Urban Meyer is not here. Like that's a fact.
Yeah, that is a fact.
Like that game.
That is a fact.
It's so crazy how much that game will go down in like Jaguars history as just like the craziest, most impactful like win another team could have. I mean, it was unreal.
But I predicted it. I predicted it to happen. Like in the beginning of the season, I told my brother, I said, "Hey, look, listen, Minshew is not the guy. He has a noodle arm, and he can't even throw the ball that far. So I don't even know. I think we win one game at the most, but I hope we lose every game because I already knew Lawrence was coming out.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, what'll really make me pissed is if we get Justin Fields.
Yeah. Oh, no,
I'm telling you, I would lose my shit.
It's not gonna happen. You can book it right now. It ain't happening.
So it's okay for me to get the get a customized Trevor Lawrence jersey.
Now the only thing you got to look out for with that one is he picked number 16 because he loved Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was 16 in high school and in college, but then in the NFL he switched to 18. I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is going to do the same thing. You know what I mean? That's the only thing you got to look out for.
Yeah, that is the only thing. But I'm gonna be paying attention all the way from Alaska. But I'm not gonna hawk the phone call up. But I'm gonna definitely call every time though, for real.
Yeah. But hey, Shooter, hey, thanks so much for your service, man. You're the man. Thanks so much for calling in.
Man, thanks, man. Keep on dropping that content, whore.
Oh, you already know, bro.
All right, brother.
All right, peace. All right, shout out to Shooter. We had a donation from Zach again. He says, Titan Upload is talking about the same talk it right now. Y'all should link up. Dude, we should, if he's live right now, let me go look at him. If he's live right now, oh, he is live, dude. Let's see if someone's on his channel. I want to do a raid over here. Dude, we've got to go to Titan Upload, and you guys got to go in here. I'm a paste the link in the comment section. Go spam. Go comment Duval, man. Go right there. Go rate his channel. Go drop your Duvals over there, man. He's got like, and also drop a subscribe to him too, man. He's a really good content creator. He's a Titans guy. But yeah, go over there, drop a subscribe. Let's see, Duval. Oh, let's go. He's right here. We are all in here. He's like probably like, what the hell is all these Duvals coming from? Oh man. Dude, he's probably like, what is all this coming from? Oh man. He has no idea. Dude, that's so funny. Oh, oh, that's so funny. Dude, he's like, dude, that's so funny. You guys are awesome. Dude, that's so funny. He has no idea that I just did that. He's like, where all these people come from? He's like, where all these Duvals? Dude, that'd be like me over here, and I get all these Titans up. It's like, what the hell? But shout out to David Bryan with the $5 donation. He says the Jaguars' 25th pick. I have defensive tackle Christian Barmore from Alabama. Yeah, it's definitely a popular one, man. I know a lot of people are doing that, and it's probably a good pick because the defensive line class is not very deep, so you might have to dip early. That's for sure. But we're gonna go back here, man. We're gonna return to the lines. I think we have Elliot Crabtree in here. What's up, man?
What's good, bro?
What's up, bro?
How you been doing today, man?
Dude, I've been living nice, man. It's Thursday night. Tomorrow it's Friday. Then we got the weekend, so no complaints over here. How about yourself?
Yeah. Doing good here too, man. Just saw the recent hire for the wide receivers position, Sanjay Lau, I think his name is.
Which one?
For the wide receivers position.
Okay.
Sanjay Lau.
Sanjay Lau. I haven't heard about him.
Let's see. He used to be the Dallas Cowboys wide receivers coach.
Oh, the wide receiver coach. Yeah, I think that was official, what, today or yesterday?
Yeah, I think it was like announced today.
Yeah. So what do you think about the hire?
I think it's a good hire. It'll be good for most of our receivers that we have.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too, man. It's I don't know, like I know a lot of people don't like to miss out on what's it called? On Keenan McCardell, but you know, sometimes I mean he's been a wide receiver coach since 2017. Sometimes it's good to shake things up and get a different coach to coach these guys, because you know that's the only wide receivers coach any of these Jaguars legacy players have ever had.
Yeah, totally. Have you also seen the opponents that the Jaguars are gonna have this year?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the NFC West and the AFC East, as well as the Bengals and Broncos on top of that. So, what are your thoughts?
Mm-hmm. Looks like a decent schedule for Trevor Lawrence in his rookie year.
Yeah. We got the Jalen Ramsey revenge game. That's going to be great.
Yeah. Talking about Jalen Ramsey, Deshaun Watson might pull a Jalen Ramsey.
It looks like he is, man. But he's going to. Jalen Ramsey demanded 2 first-round picks and a 4th-round pick. I can't imagine what it's going to take for a team to get Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'll definitely be happy when he's out of our division.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're 0-6 against him, man. Get him out of here. We don't need him. We don't need him here.
Yeah. We don't need any more torture from him.
That's what I'm saying, man. Not fun to have him around here.
No.
Hell yeah. But all right, cool, man. You got anything else you want to say?
No, that's pretty much it, man. You can go to your next caller now.
All right. Yo, Elliot, you're the man. Always remember that, okay?
Yep. And keep up the great content.
Appreciate it, bro. All right. Shout out to Elliot Crabtree. Next up, we will get, it looks like it says Soko here. Or Landon, I think. I don't know. Who is this?
It's Shad Khan.
Oh, it's Shad Khan back in the building.
Yes.
All right. So what's going on?
How are you
What's
doing?
the latest update? How's the coaching search going on?
Oh, it's going good. Urban, he's pretty feisty. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, he's coming in here. He's doing some work, isn't he?
Yeah, he's getting the team together. He's doing good.
Hell yeah, dude. You did a big move by hiring him, man. I did not see that coming. But look at you. You're making moves. You look like you care.
Yeah, I was about to hire Robert Sola, but Urban's the guy.
Yeah. Urban is that dude. That's for sure. He's gonna kill it.
Yeah. So who do you think we should take first overall?
First overall, I think Trevor Lawrence. What do you think, Shad?
I've been thinking about Devontae Smith.
No. Shad, listen to me. Listen to me, Shad. Are you listening, Shad? No.
You finally see?
No, Devontae Smith, Shad.
I've been talking to Britt Favre. He's got some good points about it. He's gonna be a good receiver in the league. And I think Minshew's our guy. He's been stepping it up in practice lately. Urban really likes him. I think don't tell nobody, but I think we're gonna take Devontae.
Bro, Shad, you need to call me off air so I can talk you out of this, man. Dude, it's got to be. I'm telling you, man, it's got to be Trevor Lawrence. We can't take Devontae Smith, Shad. Don't do this to us, bro.
Yeah, we interviewed Trevor on the Zoom call. And he kind of rubbed me the wrong way. He said, Jacksonville is a horrible team. I was like, hold up, man, you can't say that about us. We got a good culture. We got good fans. I don't want him to come in here talking about our fans like that.
Shad, you're an idiot, man. Don't do it to us, Shad. Don't do it. Don't do it, man.
No. Okay. What about Justin Fields?
No. Only Trevor Lawrence, Shad. Get this through your head, man. Only Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, so Trevor Lawrence, we'll get him with our second round pick because he'll fall that far, right?
No. Do you have a piece of paper handy? Do you have a pen, paper?
I don't write. I keep it in my head. I'm too rich for that.
You are too rich. Okay, put it in your voice memo somewhere. Trevor Lawrence, #1 pick. You got it. You got to lock it in, man.
Okay, it's there.
It's there. Okay. All right. Lock it in. Put it in your yacht. Put it somewhere in your yacht, and carry it with you until April.
I'll get one of my wives to go do it.
Okay, yeah. I know you guys got like 8 wives over there, so still cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But all right,
so we got one more, maybe two more questions.
Okay, let's hear.
So, second round pick. I've been looking at Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, man, get him. I'm all for Kadarius Toney. I would be down with selecting him at pick number 26.
Yeah, I don't know because there's a lot of mock drafts saying second round and then some saying first round. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Either reach for him at a second pick or a third pick in the second round. I don't know.
We'll see. We got to see what the receivers are doing. We got to see if there's a run on receivers. But if few receivers are gone, if they're making a run, you might have to kind of predict the runs, and you might have to go and pick number 26 to get him.
Okay. And what do you think about us re-signing Nick Foles?
Oof. I mean, me personally,
as a mentor for Justin Fields.
Like me personally, I would say, fuck no. But that's just me. You know what I mean? That's just me. I don't know. What do you think?
I think Nick Foles is a good guy. He's got a couple kids. Maybe he can have some business in the locker room.
This man robbed you. This man robbed you of millions of dollars. Do you want him back in?
I think he was a good guy. We had a couple beers together. But he's a good guy.
Unbelievable. Shad Khan, you're off the call. I booted him. Shad Khan's out of here. Nick Foles. Devontae Smith. What is going on in this world? All right, next up, we'll get in here. I think this is Carlos. What's up, Carlos?
Not much. As for Shadcon, if he has a problem remembering Trevor Lawrence, just remember TL as in tons of fucking loot.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, it's really easy. Tons of loot, Trevor Lawrence. It's a no-brainer. And if not him, maybe my pick would probably be the prestigious maybe Max Duffy, the best punter in this draft from the great school of Kentucky.
All right.
He should be mentioned up there for the number one. But all kidding aside, a lot of people are talking like, we're going to have a 5-6, or we're going to have a good season, blah, blah, blah. I think we're going to, in the immortal words of one Roddy Piper, I think we're going to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and guess what? We're fresh out of bubble gum. We already have, I believe, a very grossly underestimated receiving core. Our O-line, we seen in the Senior Bowl already. I forgot the cat's name. The center, he's like kicking ass and taking names. We can get a good center later on. We can get a left tackle. If Pitts ain't there when we got our second pick, you grab a left tackle. You grab a decent tight end or a cornerback with the first pick in the second round. And I like that kid. Again, they're calling him Baby Gronk. He's from Duke, I think, the tight end.
Yeah, I don't know his
anyway,
name, but I'll be on the lookout for him.
Yeah, but I'm serious. All kidding aside, I think what in all seriousness, what competition do we have in the FC South? Maybe a decent Tennessee team. I mean, they're losing a lot of key players. Nobody wants to be in Houston. Houston doesn't want to be in Houston right now. And that leaves the Colts. Who's slinging the ball for the Colts?
Yeah, I wouldn't sleep on the Colts too much because they have the most cap room, and they're probably going to get Matthew Stafford, and there's going to be a lot of quarterback shuffling. But yeah, I mean, definitely, the Jaguars in April might have the best quarterback in the AFC South. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, and no doubt, I think this cat, and I've seen. I mean, I'm 50 years old, and I'm old fart. I mean, when the Jaguars, as a matter of fact, true story, I was at Pantry Pride, and there's probably a bunch of cats listening going, dude, I remember those stores. I worked at Pantry Pride, and I had a friend of mine who knew a reporter, and I got the scoop. If you were in Pantry Pride that day, you learned the Jaguars got a team a good 10, 15 minutes before the rest of Northeast Florida. But anyway, I've seen a lot of quarterbacks, and Trevor's the real deal.
Yeah.
I mean, the only flaw I see is sometimes he gets a little gun happy if he's down, and sometimes he gets a little too cautious when he's playing top tier. You'll notice he's hesitant on throwing when he's playing, on the top tier teams. Other than that, the kid is what dreams. 6'5", 220. He can lob the ball better than Minshew can throw it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, Shark is actually gonna be able to run.
Dude, I know. And I'm so excited. I know for me, I'm 27 years old. I didn't live through the Mark Brunell era. I do not know what it's like to have a good quarterback on the Jaguars. For my whole entire time I've been watching, I don't know what it's like, man. The best quarterback I've ever had, you have to have a debate between Blake Bortles and David Garrard, and none of those were that dude, man. I'm just so happy. It's finally, it seems like there's finally a light at the end of the tunnel.
Bro, and I'm going to tell you, Mark Brunell really wasn't that cat either. I went during the Jaguars' heydays, the rookie season of Fred Taylor. I had a friend of mine who had a very wealthy boss who never went to the games, and he had it 1 or 2 something, second row, Jag side, home side, dead center. You couldn't ask for better seats. You could not ask for better seats. And dude, Mark Brunell was as good as he was Tony Vaselli.
Yeah.
You cannot underestimate. I went to those games. I would watch. Screw Smith. You watch it. The camera's going to pan that on TV. They're not going to. You watch Tony, but that line, dude. That line made Burnell so much better than what he actually was.
Yeah, and he had Leon Searcy in there too. I mean, you want to talk about providing weapons for a guy, man. Like Mark Brunell had everything on that team.
He did. Fred Taylor, dude. I mean, probably in my opinion, the most underrated running back of the modern era. The cat is what, number 15, 16, 17 on the best all time.
Yeah.
All time.
Yeah.
I mean
we need to
fact. This is
I was going to
Three Rivers.
Yeah.
The best running back ever numbers. Three Rivers is not held by a Steeler.
Yeah.
That number is held by Fred Taylor.
Yeah.
When that ball hits Three Rivers, bro, Taylor held the rushing record there. Owned it. Touchdowns and rushing, he owned them.
Yeah. And dude, we need to get Tony Baselli in a Hall of Fame this year so we can start focusing on getting Fred Taylor in, because it's disgusting that he doesn't get as many looks as he does when it comes to getting himself into Hall of Fame.
He took the very best defensive end of that era. It was second year. In the very first play, them two met. One got up with sod in his freaking mask, and one didn't get dirty. And the one standing was Tony Baselli. And he put on that clinic that whole day. I'm telling you, dude, that cat was another level.
Yeah, and
his speed, his agility, that weird stance he had.
Which one? The weird stance Fred Taylor had, or Tony Baselli?
No, Tony Baselli. Look at his tape. He had that knee kick. I mean, a lot of them do it these days, but he had that kick in really. And once he set that knee, you weren't getting past him.
Yeah,
you weren't going to run around him.
And it's crazy, like, for me, like, to hear about Tony Baselli, because, like, obviously I didn't, like, really live through his era as much because I was so young, but, like all these guys that like lived through him was like, look, like we would go to games and just watch Tony Baselli. We would just watch him play, and and I've never gone to a football game and been like, I'm gonna watch the left tackle. I can't wait. You know what I mean? It's so much different. Like I've never been like that, but so many fans are like, I'm gonna watch the left tackle this game.
Yeah, dude, and it was a thing of beauty. Okay. And another thing, Jacksonville's defense. We got to take this seriously. We need a cornerback. Okay. What's his name? From Florida.
Oh, CJ Henderson.
Corner. Yeah. We need a vet in there without a doubt. Maybe at nickel, bring in a nickel vet. Maybe draft a cornerback. This is a pretty weak draft on corners. There's a couple of good ones, but nickels mostly. So I'd get a vet on the other side, get a really good nickel in the draft, and then you get the hosses in the middle. You got to replace that, and they got a big hoss guy. He's out of lumberjack, or he's got the guy is 6 foot and he's almost 7 foot tall.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know who you're talking. I think he's out of man. What school is he from?
Wisconsin or something.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I've
Loudermouth.
Yeah.
Louder something. Loudermilk.
Okay.
Loudermilk. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
He's like 6'8", like 800 pounds. His testicles are as big as Volkswagens. I mean, I watched the game. They triple teamed him, and he literally just, excuse me, like a swinging door.
Yeah.
Get that guy. You'll be able to get him in the, fourth, fifth round. Well, we don't have a 5, do we?
Yeah, I don't think so. But we got plenty of other draft capital. That's for sure.
Yeah. But hey, I am happy of one thing. You're about to blow up, dude, because there's people like me that have been through the hard and the good, but I've endured the hard. This bandwagon is about to get a lot of people jumping on.
Yeah.
And as far as and I look every day. I have no life. You got the best content out there when it comes to Jaguar. You're pretty insightful. Even though you have callers like the last one, you're about to get pretty big, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
This is going to be another Indianapolis.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for it, man. I know. I just want to be good, man. I mean, I'm tired of just having these because I want to do playoff games, man. I'm tired of like it being week. I'm tired of it being November and I stop having to do preview videos because there's just no point in them, man. I want to start having winning seasons, man. That's what it's all about.
I want us to walk into a stadium and people go, "Oh shit, it's the Jaguars."
Hell
Not it's the Jaguars.
And I want a
That's what I
quarterback
want.
that's the best player in the stadium, and that's what we're hopefully going to get.
Yeah, I think this kid, the closest thing coming out, just you got to wait for Archie Manning the third.
Yeah.
That kid, you want to watch some tape? Watch it at high school.
Yeah, I heard about him. Yeah.
He's better. His arm's as good as Minshew's is now.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, but all right, Carlos, I'm gonna get to the next caller. But hey, man, I appreciate you so much for calling.
All
in.
right. Great content. Keep it going, kid.
Hell yeah. All right. So
Have a good one.
So I'm gonna do 2 more calls, guys, and then I gotta head out of here. My girlfriend gave me the look, so let's go to Ivan next. What's up, Ivan?
Yo, what's good, bro?
What's up, man?
So, listen, man, as a Jets fan, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I actually know you because I think you made a draft video with JC, right? And I remember it was going through my head. I was like, wow, look at this fool, man. He wanted Josh Rosen. I can't believe you guys. All right. That's a sin to watch Josh Rosen.
I was
But
in the
let me
video
ask
with him,
you,
man.
bro. Yeah, listen, bro. You
Hey,
guys,
we're doing it again
were
this
wrong.
year,
I
by
think
the
it's
way. We're
time.
doing it again this year. He's coming over.
That's good, man. Because I'm listen. When you invite him over, I just don't want you to be shocked right now, UCF, when the Jacksonville Jaguars select Justin Fields number 1 overall. Now listen, man. I've been listening to some of your callers. I don't know if some of your callers are on lead right now, but listen, when you guys say Justin Fields and you cry your eyes out, my New York Jets are going to be number 1 because we're going to get Trevor Lawrence, and that's not going to happen for you guys.
Hey, you can keep telling yourself that, but if you actually believe that, you're probably gonna be a little disappointed.
Okay. But on all seriousness, no, I want to ask you, Deshaun Watson. If you guys, let's say the Texans weren't in your division, would you trade that number 1 pick, Trevor Lawrence, for Deshaun Watson? I know it's not going to happen because they're in your division, but say if they weren't in your division, would you do that deal? And do you believe that the Jets are the number 1 destination for Deshaun Watson?
I mean, it's an interesting thing because if you're saying, okay, Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson, or Watson, 1-for-1 trade, then you have to think about it. But man, first of all, Deshaun Watson does have 2 ACL tears in his career, so there's that. He has that big old contract, and it's different if you're dealing with like a Kyler Murray or like a Joe Burrow. But man, this is Trevor Lawrence, man. I mean, we've known about this guy basically since he was in high school. But I mean, I would definitely say, because with the draft capital the Jets have, they obviously would definitely be the best landing spot for him, especially with the fact that they're going to be able to get the number 2 overall pick so they can get Justin Fields or Zach Wilson. But the thing is, the big drawback is the fact that the Jets are in the AFC, which obviously they can't control. So, would they rather go one team that not many people are talking about are the Falcons. The Falcons could literally trade Matt Ryan and a number 4 pick plus, whatever else they need to trade. But New York's a good landing spot for him. I know apparently, obviously we haven't heard this from his mouth, but that's one place that Deshaun Watson wants to go to. But yeah, it's obviously an attractive spot, especially with all the Jets draft capital.
Yeah, bro. I'm not sure if you know, because obviously I follow the Jets, but he's liking comments on Twitter about the Jets, Allen Robinson. I know he likes Allen Robinson is I'm 100% sure he's going to be a New York Jet. I mean, this guy, you should see his Twitter feed and his likes. All
Yeah,
he
he's
retweets
a
is
like
Jet
whore though.
stuff.
He'll go on
and,
Twitter and like anything.
Listen, man, why you gotta hate? Why you gotta rain on my parade, man? About the Allen Robinson.
Hey, I
But
just
also
try.
want to know what was your
As a Jaguar and Jet fan, we have to be in a situation where we expect the worst and hope for the best. That's what I've lived my Jaguar fandom on.
Yeah, man. Last question, man, because I know your girlfriend's bugging out, man. I'm not sure if you didn't cook her dinner or what's up, but but what was your reaction when the Jets won a game? Because I can tell you that as much as we wanted Trevor Lawrence, me personally as a fan, I'm 18 years old, man. It pains me. Like, it's easy for me to say that I was rooting for a loss, but when I see the players after the post game interview, man, that's depressing, man. To hear them oh, how do you feel that you haven't gotten the win? So I was kind of happy that we got a win. So what was your reaction when we got a win?
I mean, if I was 18, I'd probably have a different reaction. But now that I'm not that old. I'm 27, but I've just never seen a good quarterback play. And I was like, look, we've gone 6-10, 5-11, all this stuff. We've got nothing out of it. Might as well just do really bad this year and get a quarterback. But hey, if you want to see my reaction, I did a live stream immediately after that game, and I was
really
partying. Yeah, I was going absolutely nuts. So yeah, if you go on my channel, go back to the live stream I did after that game, and I just went. I was going ballistic. My live chat was going ballistic. It was just a crazy day. That's for sure.
Dude, you guys should have won more games though, because I cannot tell you how many times I turned on NFL Red Zone and I saw the Jaguars. Oh, it's a close game going into the fourth quarter. Oh, they're sticking around. Because if you think of I'm gonna be honest with you. If you think about it, the Jaguars are a better team than the Jets. To me, there's no doubt that if you put the Jets on a field with the Jaguars, that you guys would beat us by 2 scores. I really believe that because you guys play harder than we do. We quite honestly suck. I don't know how we managed to get 2. It blows my mind. You guys should have beat the Packers. I believe, honestly.
Yeah.
And you guys kind of messed up yourself with a couple touchdowns.
Yeah.
And the Vikings. You guys suck, and you know what? Congratulations for you guys being the best of being the worst.
Yeah.
And with that, UCF, I'm going to tell you to have a good day, okay?
Hell yeah. Hey, appreciate it, man. Sorry about your Jets, but hey, man, I know Jets. You got a good content creator with Jet Central, man. You're in great hands with him.
Of course.
Hell yeah. But hey, appreciate your comment,
man.
bro.
All right, take care, bro.
All right. So we got a New York Jets dropping on a channel. So I'm going to take one more call. I'm sorry, 254. I've got to go after this call, so I'm going to go over to, I think this is Terry. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? It's Kyrie. Is it me? Can you hear me?
It says Terry on here. Hey, what's up, man? I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why I say that. All right, man. Hey, man, I just wanted to first say, I'm from Duval County myself, man. Duval till I die.
Oh, yeah.
Love my Jags, man. And I'm going to get to it quick because I know you were saying that your girlfriend was tripping on you. So I just want to ask you a couple of questions, man, just real quick. What did you think about that? I seen a report that we recently hired a new wide receiver coach. I don't know the guy's name, but I looked up his resume, and I saw that he only had 1,000 receiver. Is that true? And he's been in the league for over a decade.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't look at. I mean, I saw the news today. I didn't read too much into him. I know. Last year he was obviously. I think he did. CeeDee Lamb did pretty good. I think Amari Cooper's done good under him. So I don't know, man. It's I don't know. I mean, obviously, a lot of people didn't want what's his face, Keenan McCardell to go, but I mean, we just had to kind of see.
Okay. And also, man, I just want to reassure the fans. I mean, that last caller was talking about we was going to take Justin Fields. He is out of his mind.
Hey, he was joking.
Urban Meyer even thought about, yeah, I know he was, but I'm just saying if Urban Meyer even dreamt about that, he need to wake up and slap himself because he would be ran out of town if he did that.
No, I think if
to
he
get
thought
on the
that,
Trevor,
he wouldn't have got the job.
Exactly. He wouldn't have even took it. I guarantee you, if we would have had the second overall pick, Urban Meyer wouldn't be the coach.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
Because
he's not the coach if we don't have the number one pick.
Exactly, dude. And then the fans need to calm down because they was talking about how Justin Fields outplayed Trevor Lawrence. He did in a way, but it was a lot of factors that went into that game. And in my opinion, I felt like Trevor Lawrence played a beautiful game. It was just To me, Dabo Swinney called a terrible game. The O-line couldn't block worth of you know what. And even still, Trevor Lawrence was running for his life the entire game and still threw for over 400 yards and 3 touchdowns?
Yeah.
So that tells me if we just get him a line, you know what I mean? If we could just get him a line and give him some time, he's going to make the throws. He's going to make the right plays. So I'm not worried at all.
Yeah, I mean, if you switch quarterbacks that game, and Trevor Lawrence is a quarterback of Ohio State, dude, he does the same exact thing, man. I mean, Trevor Lawrence had no chance that game, and I don't like to make excuses for players, but I mean that's just the straight facts, man.
It's the truth. It's the truth. And then even the year when they played LSU, I watched that game too. LSU, people got to remember, LSU had one of, if not the greatest team of all time. You're talking about all time. And then even in that game, they were in it in the up until the second half, I believe. And then they ended up I think he lost his star receiver, T. Higgins, in that game. The best receiver. I think he went out with a concussion, and I guess, when you have a concussion, you can't come back in. So he was playing crippled in that game. And then the guy we just drafted, Chason, was on the edge rushing him, and he had no time. Like, people just need to relax, calm down. Yeah. He's only lost 2 games in his college career, and they were both on the biggest stages.
Bro,
like,
really Trevor Lawrence in high school and college has never lost a regular season game.
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy,
that's
man.
Ridiculous. That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Like, that's crazy. Like, how could people talk about, I don't know, we should draft Justin Fields? No, it's not even close, in my opinion. It's not even close.
Yeah.
It's not even close. It's not even a debate. Now, not to say Justin Fields can be good. I think he can be good. I think he could be great in the NFL, potentially. But I know for a fact, and, ever since I found out we got the number 1 draft pick, I've just been watching nothing but Trevor Lawrence film. That's all I've been doing, man. Going crazy.
That's great, dude.
And, yeah, man. And I just can tell people without a doubt, he's going to be a great quarterback. It's not even a doubt. He's going to be great from day one, and it's only going to get better and better. Yeah. And by year 5, I could see him being an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I agree.
And then also, yep. And dang, I had some other questions I want to ask you, but I'll ask you this one last one to get off, and I'm gonna let you go. But do you think we're going to go to a 3-4? Because I believe that's the best option.
Yeah, I mean, the guy that they hired, he came over from a 3-4 defense, and I mean, you would think that's the way they go.
Yeah, and also, do you think we should get because I know we got I can't think his name, the guy from Kentucky on one end, and then we got Chason on the other end. But do you think we should get a vet? We have to get a vet on that edge that can lead these young guys. We don't. Either Bud Dupree or Shaq Barrett. Okay. I don't know. Or who else? Who's another one?
Well, I think you said guy from Kentucky, and ironically enough, Bud Dupree went to Kentucky, so I didn't know if that's who you're talking about.
Oh no, no, not Bud Dupree, the one that's already on the Jaguars.
Yeah, I feel you.
Nah, the one that's already on our team.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean, we need, but like I said, man, we need. There's no position besides probably linebacker where we can say, yeah, we're good at that spot. I mean, we need help every man. Yeah. I'm not gonna. If we draft somebody, I'm not gonna be like, overly mad about anything that we do, man, because we obviously need all the help we can get anywhere.
Yeah, and then I've been seeing a lot of people saying that we should trade up to try to get the tight end Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. And
I would agree with that. That dude is a freak of nature. If we can do that and we can give up, say, that first round pick in our second round pick, or both of our second round picks, I would do it.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Because I just think he's that great of a talent and that great of a weapon.
Yeah.
Where that would take more attention off of DJ Chark and let those guys work on the outside. If you know what do you get what I'm saying, though?
I just wish that the Rams sucked more. Because, damn it.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, Rams. Right? What y'all doing, man, winning games? It's ridiculous.
Exactly, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let you go, man. I appreciate you, man. Have a good night. And yeah, you are the voice of the Jaguars as far as YouTube. I just wanted to let you know that, man.
Oh, yeah.
I watch the show all the time. I take your opinion. You know, I take it pretty much. I just listen when I hear you speak. I listen to you. Man,
Oh yeah, dude.
you know what
I
you're talking
I
about.
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man, and I know when we win that Super Bowl one day, man, I'm telling you, that's going to be one of the greatest days of our lives, bro.
Oh, man. And when we win the Super Bowl, it's going to be people like you that I remember that were here through the 1-15, seasons.
Word, man.
And yeah.
Yeah, man. Wearing that Jaguar gear out and about, people laughing at us. But it's going to happen one day. I don't care. It's going to happen.
Hell yeah.
Jaguars till I die, man. All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, man. You too.
Yep.
All right, cool. So I have a couple people on the line. Unfortunately, I gotta kind of end this.
We
right
are
now.
sorry, but the show has ended. Goodbye.
But hell yeah. But I got Bo that crashed the stream in the background. Hey, what's up, Bo? Bo. At some point he'll crash the live streams, but all right, guys, really appreciate you guys for joining, man. If you guys can, man, definitely drop a like. I want to try to get, it definitely helps with just the recommendations and stuff on YouTube to kind of put the videos out there. But hope you guys enjoy this, man. I know these live streams are for you guys, man. I know you guys, I know I talk back and forth with you guys, but these live streams are a good chance for you guys to kind of air your opinions, rant what you think, because I know, if you guys try to call in a 1010 XL to get you your 30 seconds to get you out of here, but this is really the time where I feel like you guys can kind of go out there and speak a little bit about how you guys feel about stuff. But yeah, man, this was you guys can also, before you guys go, man, definitely be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at UCF_Jaguar. I also have the link to my Flick chat down below as well. So go join the Flick chat, man. It's good place to be or whatever if you guys want to talk Jaguars after stuff. And yeah, man, thanks you guys for being here. Go Jaguars.